Why, hello there, lizards and lanterns alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade. And in this episode, we are going to be drawing Hobgoblins. This episode is brought to you by Gino Abu Adubato. I should have practiced that before. Gino Adubato. Sorry, Gino. I tried. And this opening was brought to you by Stanny Meerkat. So, let's go ahead and get into our episode. So this is the main reference I used. There aren't too many hobgoblins I found, but there was a couple other ones. Here, I'll show you. There's this guy and this fella over here. I think he's a hobgoblin, different type though. And so I kind of figured out what the main characteristics are for drawing their face from front view. And I actually also even drew the full body and kind of tried to figure out what the proportions are in comparison to a regular human. So you see, here was my first drawing, and I think we can get rid of this now. And here, I see I made him a little bit shorter and stockier, made the head bigger. The size of the head's an important factor when you're drawing fantasy characters, because the bigger the head, the smaller the person's going to seem. So like a dwarf has a pretty big head compared to the body, and he can still seem really buff and strong, but having that larger head proportion than a human would, kind of basically so this cements him in as the size that he is. So here, there's what I would think would be a hobgoblin, and I forget how tall they are, but I think they're a little shorter than humans. So a dwarf, I might even be able to give him a bigger head. Would a dwarf be like that? Or are they a little bigger than that? Guess I should have looked this up. I'm thinking a dwarf would be something like this. So it'd make the head even bigger. I don't know why, but it seems dwarf-like. Oops. No, that's not going to work. Alright. Well, anyways, this isn't about drawing dwarfs. No, see, I'd have to work to get them on the same plane and stuff. Anyways, let's get into what we're actually going to be drawing. And that'd actually be a fun video. I should practice drawing all the proportions of the, what's it called? Let's move this like that. Proportions of different fantasy characters, their whole bodies, and do them side by side and kind of make a comparison and see what we can do. Alright, so the head shape I don't think is too important. I think that's not what differentiates a hobgoblin from other creatures, from other fantasy races. So there's a few features that do. One, of course, the obvious one is the ears. So if you add the ears, you can just do any kind of pointy ears. I think you could go down, So let's do the down ones to make it a little more interesting and a little less elven. And then just one line from this corner, from somewhere close to around here, to that corner, is going to give you like the ears folding over. If you want, you could have a couple cuts in there. So that's the ears, pretty straightforward. Then let's do the fantastic anatomy method and put the eye socket in to get the general placement. Just going to do some pretty basic eye sockets. The nose is a big one, and that means it's big, but also it goes, I don't know how to describe it. See, this part is pretty, it's almost like a cat. See what I'm saying? And it's wide, and this comes down a lot longer and steeper than a human would. So human might have a thinner one like that. I'm saying, or if the nose was wide, it would then come up to a thinner area. But this one stays like thick all around. It almost has this shape. See what I'm saying? And then there's a nostril right there. So we'll put the nostrils in. Oh yeah, so I like to put two lines like this and shade that part. It's going to be the underside of the nose. And then you put two holes for the nostrils, and if you wanted to, the nostrils might wrap around like that. Okay, cool. The mouth, let's make him frowning because he's an angry one. See, we can use the expressive skull method, fantastic anatomy method, to change the eye sockets to make them all mad. And I don't know if I guess some of them might have teeth like that, so I'm going to give them teeth. The other feature I think that they have is kind of gaunt, like high cheekbones, and kind of gaunt like that, and they seem to tend to have hair coming out of this area. So if you wanted to make it, maybe put it in a little ponytail. Oh, this guy's cute. He looks like a little wolf man. Yeah, they're kind of like little wolf men, huh? We've got that quality. If you got rid of the teeth, it'd be less wolf-like, I think. Let's do that to keep them on the hobgoblin tip. All right, cool. So the eyes are another one. So the eyebrows I think are pretty much normal, but I think they tend to be angry and have, you know, maybe some wrinkles around this area. So there's like basically the folds of the skin are moving in like this, and they're also moving up and down. So you'll get some folds like this, and see there's that middle seam, and you might even get a little fold on that middle seam. But you just kind of hint at it and follow the eyebrow, the angle of the eyebrow, and then it seems like they do the eyes like this. Just a round one on the bottom that's kind of thick, and then, you know, a dark pupil. And they tend to have long hair, it seems, too. So you're going to find you can either start from the middle like this, decide, okay, here's where the hairline, and the hair is going to go back, 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 and then, you know, okay, where's the hairline here? Back, 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 back. And a little trick, if you want to put a bun in the back, you can shade it in and leave a little space. See this little space right here, and it'll look like a little something, you know, wrapping around. Or you can put a couple lines, make it wrapping like that. And I guess if you want, I would put some details in there a little bit. Coming down from here, and here, making this long movement to get the neck tapering somewhere around here. I would wrap in, but then I want to make them look pretty strong. So I'm going to have the trapezius coming up pretty high. And then maybe have it wrapped out like this, so it looks all muscular. And they usually tend to wear armor, so on top of this you'd want to put some kind of, you know, like probably, I think they use like a kind of Japanese samurai style, or I guess a foot soldier, I don't know. I should research that kind of armor from that era. But yeah, I think some kind of armor, shoulder pads seem to shoulder, what are they called? Pauldrons? And I don't know, give them some chainmail. Didn't really think about this part too much, but I think that's pretty much, now you got a hobgoblin going on. Let's do one more hobgoblin. We'll put his friend right there behind him. And we'll use different head shape and just kind of go through it quickly to reiterate. So what kind of head shape should I use? This guy was a pretty basic one. I don't know, I would use like angular, I don't know, whatever. I'll make this guy a little bit taller. Let's see how that looks. And actually, you know what? I'll make him at a slightly different angle. No, I won't. Should I do it at a slightly different angle? Yeah, it's kind of going to be the same thing, but you'll see a couple things get shifted. So see, the ear is going to start here instead of here. And this might not look great. I haven't really done this yet, but we'll see what happens. And I'll keep the shoulders coming straight on. So wait, let's make it higher like this to make them strong. Look like, you know, stockier. So this chin, I'm going to move it over here. Everything's going to be skewed to this side. We'll put the Fantastic Anatomy Method eyes in there. Maybe this guy's confused, like, are you sure that blah blah blah? Are you sure the dragon's tomb is where you lost your magic sandals? And he's like, I'm absolutely positive. That freaking dragon wants my footwear. Alright, just kind of keep him, won't make him too expressive. In the mouth area, okay. Cool. So we got the basic, we got the gaunt cheeks. I'm gonna do the eyes that way we, with just the two circle, dot and the circle around it. We've got, remember we're gonna do this and that. Put the nostrils here, underneath. Move the nose a little over, it's okay. And I'm gonna give this guy one tooth. And we're gonna give him some was she have facial hair here? Let's give him some chin hair. Or maybe not right in the middle, maybe that's one of their features. I don't know. And then a longer flowing side, what is it called? Sideburn hair? Not sideburn. What's this hair called? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, all right. So then we do the ear, give him an earring because he's fashionable. His name, oh yeah, I always used to name them. So this guy's gonna be N Tira. And then the way I come up with names is I just start putting down letters like this, and then and then you get a name eventually. Sloin. And that's actually the best method for fantasy name design. If you're using any other method, then you're operating at a suboptimal level. Sorry, guys. Sorry, fools. All right, I'm sorry. I'm done being rude. All right, cool. So we got his hair. Looks like this guy's more of a free spirit. Sloan. So he lets his hair down when he goes into battle. He used to model. Entrarak. Entrarak. These are absolutely the worst names. Okay, what if we go tree rack, and loin. Tree rack and loin. That's a great name for a sitcom. All right, and that's it. You got some hobgoblins. I didn't do any female hobgoblins. I've never seen a female hobgoblin, but I'm guessing it would be the same thing with rounder features. I don't think we need to get into that right now. Well, I kind of want to though. All right, we're gonna get into that right now. All right, I'm just gonna roll with it. We're gonna have fun. This is slightly more feminine. You see, I'm using a rounder form, and I'm keeping the neck a little more like this, just a little. She's probably pretty strong and a little longer, because she's a hobgoblin. She's probably pretty grumpy because she has to hang out with tree rack and loin. I'm gonna give her a smaller nose, same shape but smaller. And you know what? We're gonna put her face lower down on the head, just a little bit lower down on the head. Females tend to have a larger forehead. And we'll give her fuller lips. And we'll omit the facial hair. Now I'm not sure this is gonna work. We're gonna see. We give her long, beautiful ears. And more slender eyebrows. We're still gonna give her a grumpy brow look. And then for her eyes, try to keep the same thing. Maybe they should be bigger. I think they should be bigger. So let's try the same style. That's maybe a little too big, but let's try going with it. And finish off her nose. And is that gonna look like a hobgoblin lady? What do you guys think? I'm gonna give her a taller hairline with less angular hairline. I'm just gonna put her hair in a bun for the sake of ease. I don't want the long hair to Well, let's give her a couple like hairs hanging down. I don't know, you guys. What would a hobgoblin female look like? This isn't really. Oh yeah, the high cheekbones. Oh, here, maybe this is it. Maybe she needs a more slender face. The high cheekbones. That could be something like that. And then a slender neck, but like strong. So I'm going to take away that. I'm going to make it more straight, but I'll make it more slender. And that's how it'll stay feminine. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere here. You got to go with the energy. So we had the basic outline, and now I'm thinking through it. I'm like, okay, what am I? We're going to have to give her beautiful earrings. Okay. And what kind of makeup would she wear? Maybe like some tribal. Gee, the women have their own little makeup style. I don't know why. She's also got her armor. That's actually pretty cool, actually. She's my favorite so far. I'm glad we did this. Now, I hope you guys are drawing along, and if so, you want to share them, you can get on the Cybernation on Discord. I haven't been that as active there lately. But if people would actually draw and follow along on the videos and then share them, and we had like, I don't know, I want to collaborate on cool stuff. Alright, and that's what Pen Warrior Academy is going to have to be about. I got to think about this more and finish up with the idea. And let's give her a bone in her hair because she loves the Flintstones, and that's her homage to, I think it's Betty, right? Alright, cool. That turned out better than expected. And yeah, so you gotta take a chance. Oh, I gave her a man body. Oops. Here, hold on. See, I went into autopilot mode down there. That's the thing. You always end up getting into autopilot mode. So let's make the muscles less like puffy. You know, she's still muscular, but we're elongating the muscles. Longer, long lean muscle. And then, what if this is a cape? Alright. I don't know. I'd have to move the thing up. So what we're gonna do is just, what can we do? Chainmail? I'm trying to think of an easy way out. Chainmail? And these are some straps to hold the chainmail up. Okay, that's it, you guys. Alright, cool. Let me know if you drew a Hobgoblin. Let me know how it came out. And if there's any other fantasy races that I haven't done a video on. This was fun to research, to learn how to draw these guys. And yeah, make a video on. And then now I got this cool female Hobgoblin character. And her name, of course, is Sheila. Alright, that's it. Until next time, peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone. Oh yeah.